All right, what's going on, beautiful people? It's the North Shore 9 Postgame Show powered by Primanti's. I am Tyler. With me is Neil. The Pirates lose this one 4-0 on Roberto Clemente Day, and they honor Roberto Clemente by dropping 21 games under 500.
Incredible stuff. I mean, what a terrible baseball game from a terrible team. Maybe there are other teams. Maybe this is recency bias, but besides 2019, I don't remember a team I've hated more than watching this current squad of players. It's miserable. It's not fun.
That's like a guys just hanging out thing of which teams did you hate the most? And yeah, this one's up there. They're unwatchable. It's painful. I appreciate everybody that's in here right now because we're all sickos that sit down and watch this team every night. But my God, it is painful. I feel like it's impossible to actually pay attention to any of these games anymore.
Mm-hmm.
3
nothing
hits
happens.
today.
Nothing happens.
Nothing.
Like 7 walks is not an interesting game. 7 walks, 0 runs is not an interesting game. We're playing the division rival. It's Roberto Clemente Day. And not only do you get shut out at home, you get shut out at home in a half-capacity crowd on Roberto Clemente Day for a fan base that will stand outside 3 hours for a Paul Skeens bobblehead. And that's the crazy thing, is that they have just killed the interest in this team because there's nothing interesting to watch. This was a terrible game. I went to 3 games last week to watch the Pirates play. None of them were interesting games. They won one of them, but they weren't like fun and interesting games. It's just a boring team that they've killed the interest in the city. I know about 16,000 is official. I don't think there are 15,000 people in this stadium.
Way. There's no way.
No one cares. That's the worst thing you could do, is make people not care.
We damn near couldn't give away tickets to this game. And I'm not joking. We give away ballpark passes, and it's hard to find people to take them at this point. Nobody wants to go watch this team. That's how bad it's gotten.
Mm-hmm.
3 hits today. It's Roberto Clemente Day. They're officially eliminated from, or they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs now, which they were eliminated April 12th, basically. I don't know, man. This year needs to end. This year needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to watch them. You don't want to watch them. The fans don't want to watch them. Nobody wants to watch them play baseball anymore because they're so bad.
Especially not versus the Cubs. Like, yeah. I dread every time I see the Cubs and the Brewers on the schedule. We are combined 6-18 against the Cubs and the Brewers this year. 3 wins apiece for each team. We don't beat these teams. Like, there was never a hope. We gave Jamison Tyon his best start of the year tonight. He looked like an ace. I don't know what it is about these two teams. Like, we have a winning record against the Cardinals, at least. That's nice. But, like, we cannot beat the Cubs. And it's been this way for Cherington's entire tenure. Like, I dread every time I see that disgusting blue C show up on the schedule.
I don't know. This sucks.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Yes, it does.
I guess we got to talk about the game a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It could have got interesting there in the 9th inning. The Pirates did have the bases loaded. Down by 4 with Jared Triolo up. He struck out. That was pretty much all the Pirates threatened today. I can't even get mad about Jared Triolo. It happened. It is what it is. That's what happens when you don't threaten the entire game.
Yeah. I mean, like, going into that 9th inning, we had 7 base runners and 2 hits all game?
I don't know if they had a runner past second base since beyond the 1st inning.
They had Horowitz's double.
Yeah, that did happen.
But the one
where he should have been thrown out on.
Yes, the one that he should have been thrown out on. The one singular extra base hit. Somehow we had 5 at-bats with runners in scoring position. I don't know how we got that many.
They had that man. Well, the ninth inning.
All 10 base runners are left on base. Like, it's a classic 2025 Pittsburgh Pirates game. There's not much to say.
And you would think with it, the way this team is playing, that our guy Ryan would maybe just pick it up a little bit here. Our guy Ryan decided to bet on FanDuel, the Pirates money line in the first 5 innings. Another loss.
I mean, what are you thinking?
What
Like,
are we
I like
doing here,
Ashcraft.
Ryan?
Yeah,
Ryan, this
I like
isn't hard.
Ashcraft,
Just
but,
bet
like,
against the Pirates.
he's like more pessimistic about the team than we are, and like he still keeps betting on them.
Yeah, like he's trying to rally the troops, and it's just not happening. Poor Ryan.
So continue to fade Ryan, win some money, or just fade the Pirates. I mean, that's the real.
Yeah, the lines just aren't good enough to do it because you're going to be such negative money.
Yeah.
Braxton Ashcraft got to start today. Good first inning. And he's been good in totality throughout this year, but he got a little bit touched up today. 3 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts through 4 innings. Still has a 2.74 ERA. Just not his best outing. It is what it is.
No.
I'm not gonna crap on Braxton Ashcraft today.
No, me either.
After that Bush home run, he just kind of fell apart a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I said this before with the Brewers. I don't take lessons away from the Cubs, because for whatever reason everything falls apart. Even our good players pitch badly or hit badly, more so than other teams. So like, not only is he a rookie who's had a pretty good run and like he's probably might be running out of gas at the end of the year, it's the Cubs. Like we just don't beat them. They always show up against us. They always beat us. And so like, what am I supposed to take away from it? I'm not going to be mad at him,
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a good start.
No, it was. Even that pitch to Bush, I didn't think was a bad pitch. Like, he had it up in the zone. It was slightly above the zone. It wasn't a bad pitch. Just better piece of hitting. After that, he just kind of he got bad after that. And like you said, though, it's against the Cubs.
Yeah. But like, even so, like 8 base runners in 4 innings, like I don't think he did a terrible job mitigating the damage that could have been done. Like there's another universe where like he gives up 6 runs in these 4 innings, So like I thought he battled at least a little bit, even though he wasn't on his best, like didn't have his best stuff today. Still managed to get 4 strikeouts, but I mean, that was an impressive home run from Michael Bush, as much as it pains me to say.
It was. But you were on it a little while or a few times ago when we were on the show. You mentioned the efficiency from Ashcraft. You are starting to see that kind of pop up here and there. He does throw way too many pitches to certain guys. A few too many 3-ball counts. You'd like to see that get cleaned up. And again, he's a rookie, and I love the stuff. I love everything about him. It's just there are definitely some things you'd like to see him improve upon.
Yeah, and typical for a rookie pitcher, but yeah, I think that's going to be one of the limiting factors, is that in days like today against a really good lineup, it's going to be really hard to go deep into games with how he currently pitches. Like, it's just, and again, nothing against them. Like, the Cubs have a good lineup. They have a lot of good hitters. Like, Michael Bush has been really, really solid this year. But like
their entire lineup,
I don't know. It's growing pains. It's not fair. Right? Like, it's growing pains.
It is. But even like today, like 70 pitches through 4, that's not terrible. You probably could have got 6 out of him if you really needed to.
Yeah. Maybe 5. I mean, he was like 46 strikes and 70 pitches. Could be a lot worse. Like, but again, he's a rookie. He's going to have those bad days. I still think he's been a net plus this year. And like, Still a guy like you want to pencil in for the back of that rotation. I think there's a lot of limiting factors to him to being like a guy who can be like the top end of the rotation. But he should be someone that can go out there, give you 4 or 5 innings as a back end, and like you're pretty happy with what he's providing.
Yeah, I want a little more than that. I still think he's a guy that can give you 6.
Yeah.
Cam Sanders came in after that. He gave up an absolute nuke to PCA. Other than that, he was good. But my God, that ball was killed.
Can't stand that dude.
I don't think anyone likes that dude.
I am so happy his OPS has dropped so far. Like he has been miserable in the second half, and so that kind of makes like that absolute nuke feel a little worse. But like, whatever. It's Cam Sanders. He's just there to try to bridge some innings to get to the rest of the bullpen. Like, what I'm not really expecting too much from Cam Sanders, if I'm being honest.
No, I don't imagine I'm going to remember Cam Sanders in 3 years.
He's going to be like, when Alex drops his Pirates Sporkle quiz, he's going to be like one of those 2 relievers you just don't remember whatsoever,
Right. For sure. I already, when he came in the game, I'm like, Sanders. Oh, yeah, that guy.
I mean, maybe he's a part of the bullpen next year, but like the jump from Double-A, the jump from Double-A to the majors is so large. And I think you're kind of seeing it where he's just going to miss his spot, and MLB hitters are too good for this. Like they will hit it out of the park like PCA did.
Well, a guy that stuff is good enough to play in the major leagues, and he was good today. Kyle Nicolas, 2 strikeouts in 2 innings. I mean, that's something to be positive about, I guess. We're seeing the strikes. We're seeing strikeouts now. I mean, strikeout rates over 50%, or strike rates over 50%, which is good for him.
I was about to go crazy when you said over 50% strikeout rate. I'm like, there's no way. But
no, it's definitely not that.
Yeah, I mean, he's improved. I mean, he's still kind of Mr. Two-Face here. You never quite know what you're going to get. But really good 2 innings from him tonight.
Yeah, and then Moretta cleaned it up.
Mm-hmm.
He just had balls put in play. Not
That's
much,
okay.
Really. Yeah, he got through it and saved some arms here for the last couple of weeks of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we have to talk about some hitting, as producer in here brings up, and that's why we're not talking about hitting. We're not talking about hitting because it didn't happen.
Yeah,
they didn't do it.
What do you want us to
What
say?
do you want me to talk about here? What?
Like,
you want me to show you the box score?
It's like game 130 or something, and the Pirates again had a bad offensive day. Like, wow, really innovative stuff, man.
This is the point of the show where I'm going to replay our last 150 shows.
Yeah. It's
they had 3 hits.
Same thing. I mean, I'll say this. I will say this. This is not a diss on either Tommy Pham or Jared Triolo, because I think as the season's gone on, they have shown like they've really improved at the bat. But here is where I'm at with this team. In order for the Pirates to be successful next year, you need to hope that Jared Triolo's bat is real, which it hasn't been throughout his entire career. I mean, he went 0 for 4 today with the walk at least, but he does strike out. Again, not mad at him. He's been on a really hot streak. And you're depending on a 38-year-old Tommy Pham coming back and being June through August Tommy Pham. And even if those both happen, you still need 3 or 4 more bats in this lineup? Would you say? Am I wrong there? Like,
no.
There are so many what ifs on this team with the offense that you might not even get Tommy Pham back next year. Like, I know he said the right things, but like, we don't usually bring players back consecutive 1-year deals. And I think there's a reason for that. But then you just look down this lineup and you're like, where's the future? Because that's what I'm looking forward to. The pitching, playoff ready to see this pitching staff rock in a playoff series. But this hitting, man, I don't know how you fix this in one offseason unless like everything goes right. Because again, you saw it tonight. Just no life, no extra base hits, no home runs, just a bunch of walks and a couple singles, and no threat whatsoever to the Cubs until the ninth.
I think you just hit it there. Like, the problem is that you have to overhaul almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
You almost have to replace almost everybody. And then, like you said, everything has to go right because you're not going to spend the money to make it so that it's more certain. So Triolo, if you want to get better, you probably got to replace that. Horwitz, he's fine enough, but if you're talking about cheap bats, that's a spot where you can get better probably.
Yeah.
Reynolds has to be better. Pham, we're relying on 2 months of a hot streak. Aside from that, it's been basically 3 years of being bad.
Mm-hmm.
Kutch is old. Nick Gonzalez is kind of who he is at this point, which is a below average hitter. Jack Suwinski's terrible. Joey Bart
I can't believe Jack Suwinski, and I cannot believe Jack Suwinski and Ji-hwan Bae have gotten starts on this team this year, like this late into the year. I can't believe it. People pay to watch this. People pay their hard-earned money to watch Ji-hwan Bae and Jack Suwinski play baseball.
But you know what else happens? Guys like Michael B come through and ask a question here. And thank you, Michael, for the $10.
Thank you, Michael.
Hey, guys, this team's ending the season on a terrible note. Isn't it justified for a total house cleaning after the season? Seriously, not just Cherington, but get rid of Williams and Kelly. I mean, Kelly is who he is. I'm good either way with whatever they decide. Yes, Cherington and Williams can both go today.
Yeah.
Today.
I mean, Kelly goes
yesterday.
because the general manager brings in his own guy, usually.
Yeah.
But again, what manager is going to save this team? Like, you could bring in, like, whatever you want. Like, any GM can choose it. But, like, until you get 5 more competent MLB bats in this lineup, like, nothing's going to change. You know, like, someone tweeted out that we are top 5 in runs allowed per game, I think, maybe top 10. And we're still 21 games under 500. So when it's just not good enough. You know, it's not good enough, and I don't know how you fix it. And Ben Cherington shouldn't get the ability to do that. He can't find bats.
Yeah, that's the problem.
If you best bat he's developed is Nick Gonzalez, and that's a really big indictment on what this team is doing in the minors with their players.
The best bat he's got is Nick Gonzalez, and this team is playing Nick Gonzalez at shortstop today when he's had a rough couple months at second base. That's where we're at this point. After drafting and acquiring every single second baseman and shortstop known to man, we're playing a second baseman that's not really sharp there at shortstop. It's year 6. Again, it's year 6.
Like, it's crazy because Nick Gonzalez has a sub 700 OPS, and he's not a top 7 problem with the lineup.
Right.
That's bad. Like, you know, and I just looked at this lineup's so old. You're right. It's such an old lineup.
They're old. Like, they're supposed to be, I don't know, like peaking in their rebuild. And they're old.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, where's the exciting player? Because even O'Neal Cruz has gone down to, like, below replacement level for like 4 months now. So even your most exciting bat can't hit. You know,
and we're beyond him being a young guy.
Yeah.
He's 26.
He's about to be 27. The ankle injury. Yeah. I mean, Brian Reynolds is fine, but, like, he's got the big money contract. He has to step up too. Like, he can't be hovering around 700 OPS all year.
Brian Reynolds is going to be 31 next year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not young.
No.
He's he's heading towards the downside here. Like you just said, you look at this lineup and where do you see maybe some improvement going into next year? Nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I mean, it's just games like tonight. I mean, like, what was the last time the Pirates scored more than 6 runs? Any guesses? Like I don't know the answer to it because it just doesn't happen. We scored 5 a couple times against the Nationals, I guess, but like we haven't scored since more than 5 runs since September 2nd.
Good God.
And we scored 0 tonight.
I think that's
against like a mediocre Jameson Taillon in a not good Cubs bullpen. You know, like it's.
I think
so
Jim
counted. This
counted.
to be good. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think Jim counted earlier. That's the 16th shutout this year for the Pirates. Don't know where that ranks, but I'm sure it's up there somewhere.
That has to be like we must be leading the league in shutouts on both ends of the court there.
For real. Let's just touch. Well, actually, there's a guy I wanted to touch on tonight, Joey
All
Bart. I got to talk about his defense again. That I know it was ruled a wild pitch. I'm sorry, he's got to block that baseball. I believe the Cubs scored a run on that. I was kind of in and out of it at that point, trying not to pay much attention.
I don't think
they didn't score a run. They moved the runner.
Scored.
No, they moved up. But there was a throw to the outfield as well. Like he did nab a runner, but
so was there a second?
No, they did score a run. They scored a run on that. Yes.
Okay, there was a second wild pitch that happened too. Like
I'm thinking of the one in the third inning.
Okay,
I think it was a curveball from Ashcraft. He's just in terrible position. Doesn't get around the baseball. It's constant stuff like that. He's not a good catcher, and the way he's hitting, it's better than Henry Davis. But there's another spot you probably need to upgrade at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't field catcher well enough to play there, and he doesn't hit well enough to play first base or DH.
Yeah, he's just kind of in no man's land.
Yeah, like I mean, he can hit lefties, but like you don't have much use for a catching bench pinch hitting guy. Like, you know, like he doesn't make the pitchers better. And I think it's clear why Henry Davis has moved in to gain the bulk of the lion's share of the starts, even though he can't hit. And unfortunately, I think Henry's just so comfortable with the pitchers that going into next year, you just kind of have to Austin Hedges the position. And I can't believe I'm saying this about Henry Davis, but that's where we're at.
God, they need Flores to not be terrible.
He looks good, I guess. I don't think he can throw runners out, so he might be like our DH.
I'll just take that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the problem. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Like, we're at the point where there's not a quick fix. At least early in the year at some points. Like, it felt like there were things that you could build on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what stinks so much is that we're in September. And everything they've done over the last week and a half, 2 weeks is just kind of like, just completely wiped out that bit of good they had there in late August. Where it felt like we were all talking about this is going to keep Ben Cherington around. Now he's just going to be around regardless, and they're going to finish 20-something games under 500.
Yeah, I mean, like they're not going to get the 76 wins unless some miracle of God comes in these last 2 or 3 weeks. And yeah, I mean, like we're talking about like how the team really turned it around, and like after May, like we were playing, but like that's the thing is like. We were celebrating and we were praising 3 months of 500 baseball. That's the standard here, and that's not good enough. Like, and I know that makes me like a pessimistic like jerk to some people, but like serious teams don't celebrate 3 months of 500 baseball.
Serious teams don't celebrate getting the number 1 draft pick.
No, most excited Ben Cherington's been in his entire career here.
You got anything else? I don't have any more words than that.
No, I mean, and I don't. I'm sorry. There was nothing at this game. Nothing happened.
Yeah, Pirates dropped this one 4-0. We'll be back with you tomorrow, hopefully giving out some sandwiches to end this year. We're under 2 weeks left. And then we talk about it again.
Yep.
Appreciate you all for hanging out with us. We'll be back with you tomorrow. stick with us all for the rest of this year and then throughout the offseason. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And maybe just take our advice and fade Ryan and fade the Pirates.
Never a bad strategy.
We're out of here. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.